Hello and welcome to the complete Azure Machine Learning course. In the last lecture, we have seen how have we deployed our model into an endpoint. Now, this time we need to consume it, right? So, first of all, what we did it, we have created test.csv. So, if you look this test.csv, it is having a same column. However, the target variable is not present. So, we need to predict against each row, right? We need to predict against each row what would be the prediction if the feature is available like this, right? So now here, what we need to do it, we need to write a logic to first ingest this data into a data frame. We'll convert this Excel into a data frame and then pass this value in two ways. So we can consume the endpoint in two ways. Either if you are at a Python itself or you want to consume it from the Python, then that is a different way. Or if you are using a different language, like you have already done the prediction, but if you want to consume it from the endpoint, from the REST point, right? From the Java code, from the Go code, from the Ruby. So the particular URL will just, you need to give the URL. It will hit that URL and it will give the production predictions for you. So first, let's convert the data into a data frame. Yeah. So here, what we need to do it, we need to import the pandas library and the JSON. We need to just do pd.read csv, wherein we'll create a data frame from the test.csv and then convert this data frame into a list, right? This is the way we are converting a data into a list, and then dump the data into a JSON. So we have seen previously that my model is expecting our data or the score.py which we have created the last time, that it expects the data into a JSON format, right? So let's execute this and see. So if I'll see the test here, so my test over here, if you see, it's in a JSON format. So what it does, it each row signifies here, and you can pass this data to your model where you need to score it. There it will consider this as a set of a feature, and the another array would be considered as another set of features, right? So once this is done, then we will consume or we will do the predictions based on the Python web service, right? So now we'll write a logic over here. So this is a real-time scoring. So what we need to do it, right? So first of all, you need to import a web service, that is from azure.core import web service, and then create an object of the service. So what you need to do it here, the web service, the object which you create, you need to pass the workspace which on which particular the model is stored, right? Or the model is deployed. So once you'll give the workspace, you need to give this endpoint name. Here, if you see the my endpoint name is score prediction one demo, right? Similar, the same name, it will identify it, and once you'll give the name, it will hit into that particular endpoint. So once this service is created, you can also see what all the scoring URI and the swagger URI where it will hit. Now here we have created this test data into a JSON format, right? You just need to pass this format in like y hat service.run. This is the way you will call your web service, uh, and then you just do the run and pass the test subset. And I'll try to execute this, and you will see here my prediction would be done so fast, right? So these are the URL which it get hits. So here, because it is my JSON format, so it hits the swagger.json and it gives the prediction in the form of 1 and 0, right? However, there are few instances now wherein you need to do a predictions from the other environment, like we have a Java web service, right? Or we have some other application which is written in a Golang or some other application, right? So we cannot call this web server because this, the one which we have done it is based on the Python. Now, if you wanted to create or do the predictions on a scoring subset from the other application, how do we do it? We need to do it based on the REST endpoint. So here, what I need to do it? So I need to do a real-time scoring using the REST. So I'll just do the import request and pass this header, like header equals to context type and the application JSON, right? So this is mandatory that you need to mention and make the request and display the response. So this service dot scoring underscore URI where I have printed over here, right? This URL, this scoring URI, this URL we have to mention over there, and you need to just post this request through the web service. And once it would be done, my prediction would be done and send the requests to the respective application. So that is the way you can consume your service from the endpoint. So that's all from now. And in the next lecture, we will see more about the data storage pipeline. Thank you.